What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Hof Bergmann. We are here, and I've already plowed all these fields and limed all of them as well. So we are ready to go. We're going to be planting some grass down in a couple of them. I think probably just these two, maybe these three, these front three fields. Probably do grass on the first round. And then from there, we'll need to roll it and all of that. Now, last episode, I did forget to activate the apple trees and the grapevines. So I went ahead and did that. So if we come into here, go to production, scroll down here, I did go ahead and activate those. So I realized that while I was editing the episode. But today, we're going to be doing cheese and butter, so hopefully we get around to doing that. I need to get the cows purchased, so we'll go down, purchase some cows, bring them into the cow barn, and get the production going for that. Now we'll have to go down and get some TMR for the meantime while I get these grass fields going, and then once we get all of that, I'll fast forward the time until we get some production of milk, and then we'll take a look at the cheese and butter production point. So let's go ahead and get started here. I think what I'm gonna do is probably, let's go ahead and activate that. Go ahead and pull this up. We got that out, so we'll go ahead and auto with that. Get that set, and then we will go ahead and set our first point, and then we'll just drive a little bit here. Just drive kind of slow, that way we can get a nice straight line. Right about there should be good. Let's go ahead and set our second point. So there we go. Now we have our GPS set, and we can get to moving on these fields. Now, the lime texture on this map is a custom lime texture, and I think it's actually more accurate to real life, because when you put lime down, you got to think it's white. It's going to soak into the soil, though. It's going to mix in with the soil, and that's going to kind of give it that tint. So I actually quite like it a lot. So now let's go ahead and set our GPS there. Go ahead and drop this and turn it on. And let's get to seeding these fields. Now, like I said, we're putting grass down probably in these first two fields. That should be enough to at least get us started on some silage. And we can leave those other two fields open for something else. Now, we don't have a harvester, so we don't really have the means to work on another crop at the moment. So let's see. Let's go ahead and cancel that. Pick it up. And then we'll go ahead and do some passes up here on the top. So I'll probably do 2 passes around the top here, just to give me some space to turn around while I'm operating GPS. Hopefully this doesn't catch the tree. It is going to catch the tree. How's everybody doing out there, by the way? Hopefully you're doing wonderful. I am doing absolutely fantastic. It is, what is today? Today is a Thursday that I am recording this, so this episode should come out tomorrow, which would be Friday. So I'll get this edited and uploaded and all that stuff for you guys. So now let's go ahead and drop this. Oh, it was already on. There we go. And then we'll just do a couple of passes here. And I'll probably go ahead and just cut across to the other field as well. Go ahead and knock them out at the same time. There we go. There we go. Now we'll get our headlands up here on the top and the other side as well. 2 passes each should do. That's what I did for the plowing. So, yeah, this map is definitely amazing. Absolutely love it. I'm having a blast on it so far. Spent the first couple of about an hour and a half or so, just kind of plowing the fields and getting some lime down on the fields. Just to that way you guys don't have to watch all the plowing and liming and stuff. We've seen that like 100 times and all that stuff, and you know, the seeding is kind of like the first step towards making something happen. So we're putting seed down in the ground, and now we're gonna be progressing through the series. So I didn't want to bore you guys with all the plowing and the lime. So we'll do a couple of passes here, and then I'll probably either do a time lapse or just kind of skip ahead to finish up the rest of the seeding. Alright, so there we go. We're good to go there. So now we can reposition ourselves to go back down the other direction, and then I'll do the 2 top headlands the other way. So I'm going to run over that box there. Alright. There we go. Get turned in here. Go ahead and activate the GPS. And we'll drop our seeder down. Very nice. So we get 2 passes on this edge. I'll do my passes up there on this top edge here next. So yeah, so the goal with this series is to kind of highlight, as I was saying in the first episode, I want to be able to highlight the features, all the features. It might help if I turn the GPS off to turn the tractor. But I want to highlight all the features of this map, you know, everything that this map has to offer. And I positioned myself wrong there, so let's drive around in a circle. Yeah, I want to highlight all the features as far as the production stuff, the animals and all that stuff on this map before we get an update. I don't know when the update, or when an update will be released. You know, this is one of those maps that just kind of, everything is so unknown. A couple of people were asking where to get this map. Now I did come across a couple of areas that, you know, claim to have the download for the map and everything, but if you want the official version, latest up-to-date official version, you need to go to lsfarming.com. I believe that is the website. I'll find the link, and I'll leave that down in the description below in this video, and that way you guys can go there. Now, in order to download this map, you're going to need to create an account on that website. It's completely free. You don't have to pay anything for it. Now, in order to download it after you create your account, it's the website's going to be in German. So if you're, you know, you're on PC and all that, obviously. So if you just right click on the screen anywhere on the web page, and you get the little, you know, pop-up menu there, select translate to English, and depending on your browser, it may notify you in the top right corner, you know, Google Translate to English or whatever your preferred language is. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do another pass up here on the top. Driving around in circles here. So yeah, you're going to need to translate it to English, unless you're German, and you already understand what the website is saying. So, you know, yeah, translate it to whatever your preferred language is, and then thoroughly read the instructions. Make sure you read the instructions. Now, if you want a decent tutorial on how to download it, go to Farmer Klein's YouTube channel, and he has a Hof Bergmann video. You'll probably have to type in the YouTube search bar like Hof Bergmann Farmer Klein, and it'll come up. And at the beginning of that video, he will show you guys how to download that map. Now, there is a certain point in that little tutorial section where he mentions possibly having to click somewhere in order to get a particular thing, in order to download it. Because when you go to extract it, it's going to ask for something. So make sure you do that. Because if you don't, you won't be able to extract the files. But yeah, after that, once you extract the files and everything, he'll explain and show you guys how to extract it. Now, in his video, it shows 4 parts, a 4-part download, but I can confirm that my process was only 2 parts. So once you download the 2 parts, or however many parts it is when you go to download this, you just you drop it into your mods folder and all of that, like you typically would with mods, and then you should be good to go. Now it is a bit of a process to do, but let me tell you, it is so worth it once you're done. In the end, it is absolutely 100% worth it. So this map is this map is like one of those unicorns, you know what I mean? It's absolutely amazing. I love it. But yeah, so that's kind of how you go about downloading it and everything. So from this point, I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is throw this into a bit of a time lapse and bring you guys back in whenever I am done seeding all these fields. Alright, we finished up all these fields, well, these 2 fields, got those all seeded. This tractor and this seeder is filthy. Now, I forgot to point out earlier, this seeder is new. I went ahead and traded out the other setup I had for this, just because it's, I don't have to worry about, front piece and the back piece and all that stuff. I just went ahead and went with this one. It's 6 meters as well, so we're at the same size. Yeah, so let's check these fields and see where we're at. We are at pH value is perfect. Should be perfect all the way across. Our nitrogen is perfect. And let's go over here and check out this field. Now these fields need rolling, so I think I'm going to have to slow down the time to get these fields rolled before they grow in. So let's actually do that right now. Let's go ahead and drop that down to 0.5 speed, just to make sure we get that rolling in, because we want to go for as much yield as we can on this grass, because we're only doing 2 fields. Now the 2 fields should provide plenty enough grass for us for right now. We're going to be dumping it into the silage bunker, the bunker silo right there, and we'll be compacting all of that. So we need to take our animal trailer down and pick up some cows. I know I can buy them here, or not there, but back there at the cow barn. It's over there somewhere. I like to go down and pick up the animals. So let's go ahead and get this. Where did I have the other one parked? I think I had it parked over here. Yeah, like right here somewhere. So we'll go ahead and just back it into there. Alright. Let's get this backed in, and then I'll get hooked up to the roller, and I'll go ahead and roll the fields off camera real quick, and then bring you guys back in so we can figure out what we're going to do next. Alright, we are back, and I got those fields rolled, and went ahead and slept through the night. And so I did switch this tractor actually to front wheel steering, and it's kind of garbage. Let's go back to all wheel steering. Let's go forward. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Now it's starting to turn good. All right, so we're in the old what is this? The Schluter? So, yeah, whatever that is. So we're gonna go ahead and head down to get some cows with our cattle trailer here. The cows, let's see, if we go right here is where we can get in, and then to drop off the cows, I believe maybe around the other side. Yeah, right over here. Yep, so this is where the cows are gonna go. So we'll go ahead and just leave that open for now. Right? Yeah, cows. Okay. So I gotta remember how many cows this thing can haul, so let me double check. Let's go into here, the garage, animal transport, and we can carry 5 cows at a time. So I'm thinking maybe 30 cows to start. And we should be good. Now, let me actually take a look. I started off with a smaller cattle trailer, so let's see. This can carry 6 cows. That carries 12, but it's got that pivot point. That's too big. Then you have the 5. This one carries 6, and then obviously these big ones carry a lot more, so that's 36 there. You can carry 12 in this one. Yeah, only 6 in there. So, yeah, we'll have to do multiple trips. So 6 trips down to get 30 cattle should be good, I believe. So let's actually jump in here. Yeah, there's the animal dealer. So if we come down like we're going to the store, we can either keep going and go around, or we can make that right turn there. So let's head on down to the animal dealer and pick up some cattle. So I will meet you guys down there here in just a second. Alright, so we're down here at the animal dealer, and I want to just point something out real quick. It was still before 9 o'clock. The animal dealer does not open until 9 o'clock. So keep that in mind. The gate was not open. So it is open now, went ahead and fast forward time just a little bit there to where's the animal point? To get it to open so we can come in and get some animals. So the animal point is right over there. Let's go ahead and come out. Now this trailer has a cool little feature on it. See, this is what I'm talking about with an animal dealer. With the animals in there, that's more like it. That's what I would like to see more on more maps. With the animal dealer actually having some stock. Alright, so if we come in, back up right there, and then if we do this... Now, you don't have to do this, but I think it's a really, really neat feature. So it's basically like you would in real life to get livestock. So now we have the calves, we have the heifers, and we have the cows. So the cows... Okay, so these... Yep, they're all for milk. I think if we go 18, we have 12, 0. So gestation and puberty, 10 and 18. So if we just go with these, we should be at a good point for milk and reproduction, I believe. Unless we just go with a couple of cows right off the bat. Which we may end up doing, just so we can get some production going on some milk and cheese this episode. So let's see, if we go, we can only get 5 in this trailer. So we'll go ahead and buy 5. Alright, now, we have our cows. We'll pull forward here, go ahead and close this up. Very cool feature. Very, very cool indeed. So, I will get back to the farm and drop these cows off, and I'll bring you back. Actually, when we're dropping these cows off at the farm, I'll bring you guys back, and then I'll make a cut and go ahead and get all the rest of the cows down to the farm. So, I will be right back. Alright, we are back at the farm, and we're pulling in here to drop off our first 5 cows. So, we'll just pull in here and get backed up to the gate here, and then we'll go ahead and unfold it again. Make sure we give ourselves a little bit of room for the gates to swing open. There we go. Hopefully this will trigger it. Okay, so it does not trigger it. Alright, so let me just leave the doors closed and figure it out from there. So let's wait for this to finish picking up so I can actually turn it. See where the trigger point... Nope, that's not the way I wanted. There we go. See where the trigger point is here. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and select these 5 and move them to the husbandry. Alright, so they are in, and let's hop out and take a look at them. There we go. We have our first 5 cows in the husbandry. So I am actually going to go ahead and switch over to the Fent, because this one is just a little too slow to be running back and forth so many times to get all these cows. But I'll go ahead and switch over to the Fent and get the rest of the cows moved over here. And I'll bring you guys back here in just a little bit. Alright, we are back, and I got the rest of the cows down here. We are down to 186,000 euro. And let's come in here and take a look. We have 30 cows. All of them are in here. So now we need to get some food down here for them. So in order to do that, I think we could take this down and fill this up with some TMR, but let's see, do I have anything that can... I think the truck can haul TMR. So if I go into... Actually, let's see, is there... I don't think there's a buy point for TMR. Let's see, let's zoom in here. So there's a couple of places that are marked for dumping stuff. There's no fill points over here. That's the landmark itself. So I wonder if maybe this is like an all purchase point right there. I can go down there and see what that is, but if not, I can just go to the store and buy some big bags of TMR. So what I want to do, actually, is we're going to go around. I could have cut through the cow barn, actually, but let's go around the backside here, because I believe that truck right there can haul TMR. I'll double check in the garage here. So if we go into garage and we go to trucks, I'm going to go to this one. Yes, it can haul TMR. Very nice. So we can put this to the test. Get this a little bit dirty. So let's drive on down. Now we got to be careful because there is, from what I'm hearing, there's like speed trap points actually. So I don't know. I don't want to get a. I don't know how much it's gonna fine me if I speed. So we got to be careful going through town. So let's go ahead and save this just in case, because I've been having a couple of weird glitches, not just on this map, but on Farm Sim in general, and I think it has to do with the 1.6 update, because I wasn't having these problems before the update. So we'll go ahead and drive on down to the... Actually, I got a notification here a second ago. Let's hop out right here real quick. Go ahead and turn that off. Oh goodness. There we go. Got a notification earlier while I was moving some cows about no more room for egg crates. So we have a bunch of eggs. We have a bunch of eggs. Can I pick these up? Yes, I can. So if we just go ahead and let's I don't have my player speed mod installed, so I can't slow down my speed. So if we just pick up these, and we'll just, alright, well, you know, we'll just, we'll move these over to the side out of the way. That way we can get some more eggs coming in. And then we'll have to load these up and take them down to sell them. We'll just get these all stacked up kind of roughly over here. There we go. Alright, eggs are out of the way. Hello, ducky. So, feed should be good. Water should be good. So let's go ahead and close that up. And close that up as well. And let's get on down to the store. Oh, it does the animation for first person getting in the truck. That's kind of cool. Never noticed that before. The view feels very zoomed in, but I suppose it's just the way this truck is. Alright, so let's go down to that land market sells and see what that is. And then if that's like an all purchase point, then we may be able to buy TMR there. If not, then we'll just buy the we'll buy the big bags of the TMR that we have available to us in mods. And go from there. Let's see, I think we should, I don't know, maybe we should go ahead and just fill this thing up with TMR and bring it, and then maybe dump the rest into like a big bag production. I'll have to take a look in the construction menu to see if there's the big bag production installed already. I do believe it came with the mod packs that comes with this map, or maybe it's separate. I'll have to double check, but we'll get down here to the store and go from there. Yeah, so I don't know where that speed trap is, so I'm just gonna kind of take it easy through the town here. It's very nicely done. There's a lot of people walking around. I could turn on traffic because I don't have any auto drive courses or anything set up just yet, so we could always run traffic for a little bit. So there's the animal dealer right there. Then if we keep on coming down this way, and we make a right turn into here, Okay, so this is probably just where you sell things, but there was a Fill Point logo on there. So this right here. So I wonder what we can we buy certain things here? We'll have to see. Let's get pulled up into here. Let's go to the outside view so we can see what we're doing here. So if we hit R, we have seeds, lime, solid fertilizer, and that's it. Seed, lime, and solid fertilizer. That's what you could buy here. So that is good to know. So with that being said, we will just go ahead and get up to the store and buy the TMR big bags. And then while we're there, we'll take a look in the construction menu to see if that big bag production is installed with this pack or not. Actually, we could have just went straight, which we should probably just go ahead and turn around and do that. Alright, so here is the petrol station. Very nice. And then, yeah, here's the detail of the other side of the little town here. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Alright, so let's get pulled into the store here. I got some other stuff sitting over here that I'll go ahead and move out of the way with the forklift. That way we don't accidentally fill up with that stuff. This forklift was here, so I just ended up leaving it. That way we have something down here at the store to move things around if we need to. Alright, just barely gets it high enough off the ground to move it. So we'll go ahead and just drop that there. So that's actually good to know for whenever we go to load this stuff up onto trailers. That it's possibly going to be too... or that it is going to be too low to pick it up. So let's get these other two bags moved out of the way here. This episode might be a little long, but we got a lot to do here, and I definitely want to highlight the cheese production, so we'll go ahead and just drop that right there. Too high. Let's go ahead and drop that down right there. There we go. Now we got it. So we'll get this moved out of the way over here and just park this forklift back up. Alright, right there should be good. Now, let's go ahead and see what we can do as far as TMR. We go into here and we go to big bags. Let's see. So we have the cow feed. That's the TMR right there. That's base game. So let's go over here, see what we have. Okay, so we don't have any of that available in there. So, well, this is a base game. This is actually a mod. So, yeah, you can get some TMR that way. So I need to see if actually how much can this truck hold? This truck. Nope, that's not where I wanted to go. Trucks is where I wanted to go. We can hold 15,000 liters of something. So if we go into here, go to big bags, let's go back over to TMR, and this is 1,000 liters per. So we'll go 8, and then take 1 away, and buy that. That should be where we're at. So hopefully this works. Hopefully I can just pull up and fill it up like this. There we go. Alright, so I'll go ahead and get this filled up and get back down to the farm, and we'll feed the cows and move on from there. Alright, we're back here at the farm. This truck is very, 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 very slow when it's full. Alright, so let's go ahead and dump this in. And let's hop out here and take a look. Very cool. Alright, so that took every bit of what we had there, and I don't know if that actually filled it up, so let's go take a look in our animals menu here. Let's go to animals. Yes, so it basically filled it up. So 1 truckload, 15,000 liters will do, and we should be good to go with that. So calf milk only used for calves. Yeah, duh. Okay, so we'll have to fast forward some time to see any of this change and all of that. We are going to need some straw in here for bedding. So if we go ahead and hop in here, let's go ahead and just go to the outside camera. Alright, so we got the cows going. We'll grab the I think we have a front loader somewhere here. I believe it's over in the horse stables, and get some straw put in. And see if we start getting some production. Now, we are going to generate manure and slurry, so we'll have to take care of that. Actually, we have the telehandler in here. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get some straw put into the cow barn, and then fast forward the time and get some milk, and then we'll start our cheese and butter production. Alright, so we got the hay put in there, and also I mentioned earlier in the episode that we don't have a harvester. I completely forgot that we have this right here, so we can go ahead and plant those other 2 fields to do something. So now we got our straw bales done. So what we can do is, if we come up to it and we do that and then that, it will restack what is left, and it should put the tarp on it, but I think the game just crashed. Okay, so the game didn't crash. Just whenever there's bales taken out of it, I guess it just doesn't put the tarp back on it. So it is in place and locked. I cannot pick up anything out of there. So we have the telehandler is parked, and we have our TMR, and we have our hay. So in order to put the hay in, or the straw, not hay, you have to drop it into here. So you can come in either here or the other side to drop it in. There's another door right here to get access to it. So with that, what we could do is go ahead and just close everything up, and we'll keep an eye on the production and everything, make sure the animals are good. We'll keep checking our egg production over there, and then we will fast forward time and everything until it is time for some milk, and we'll start moving that over to the milk, or over to the cheese and butter production. Alright, we are back, and we have some milk produced. I didn't let it fill up all the way, but I wanted to just get enough so we can kind of show this off a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and back up this tank into here. So I think I'm going to need to get it just a little bit further over. And it is storming like crazy. Alright, so let's go ahead and back this up here. Right about there. Right? should be right here. Let's see. Hold on, is there a way? What do we do? There we go, now it's open. Alright, now we're filling up our milk. So this is going to take a little bit, so give me just a second, and I'll be right back. Alright, we got the milk, and we need to take it around. I'm using this old tractor. It's got a very, very wide turning radius, so it's actually going to first person so we can see going through the barn a little bit. They are getting low on TMR already, so we'll have to take care of that, and I do believe they're producing some manure, so now what we do is there's that little faucet right there on the outside. Go ahead and open the cover of the tank. There we go. So go ahead and unload this milk into the, oh, wait a minute. Okay, so I guess you gotta... Oh, no more capacity for milk. Okay. So let's go ahead and shut this off. And then we'll come into here. And then we come over here for cheese production. We hit R. That'll bring us in here. So you could also do goat cheese with goat milk. So we have cow milk right now, so we're full on milk. And we will go ahead and activate the cheese. And this is going to start. So it fills it up with the milk, and this starts turning. Just kind of runs in the background, and it'll start producing cheese. So if we come over here, and we hit R over here. Now it says there's no milk in here. So what you do is, let's see, if we move this out of the way, if I remember watching the video correctly, I think you have to take this, and we'll go into first person just so we can see a little bit better. If we come over here, we should be able to... I don't think so. Maybe not. Okay, so now it's open. Okay, so that's not a fill point. So I can't remember how this works. Let me figure this out real quick and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and fast forwarded time here and got all the milk is processed into cheese here. So this is what it comes out to. It comes out to little rolls of cheese. Well, not little, but you know, some big rolls of cheese. And then over here, I can't quite figure this out. So I'm going to have to do some searching around. If you guys know, let me know down in the comments below on how this operates. But that is the cheese production, at least. So we got quite a bit of cheese. So actually, let's test something out real quick. Let's go ahead and open this up. Let's just test this out. So there's still 2,484. Okay, so let's see. What does this do if I do this? So if I just drop that much in there. Okay. Well, let's pull this out of the way. Let's see. Where did that put that? Okay, so we're missing milk over there. So if we go into here, butter, it still says there's no milk. Okay, so it went into this. Alright, so now if we take this and we bring it over to here and press I, it's going to start overloading it into the butter churner. Alright, so I get it. I get it now. So, let's see, where are we at? Okay, so it takes one tank full, so 500 liters, and it's going to start making some butter. So, with that, before we close out this episode, because it's already running on pretty long, let's go ahead and shut that off so we don't have to listen to it. I'm going to fast forward time and see what we can get for some butter. Now, I need to go over here and clear out the chicken area real quick, so I'll be right back. Alright, so we got it all processed, and that right there, just that 500 liters, we have no milk left. We have 189 liters of butter produced, but it's not enough to produce one of these boxes. So this box holds 250 liters of butter, and each of these are 120 liters of cheese. So it's a very, very small production. But yeah, so what we'll do is if we take this, and I believe we should be able to... Okay, so if we leave this running... Okay, so we have to be in here to overload it into that tank. So let's go ahead and fill it up again. So we'll just make sure we have a tank, you know, with milk and stuff sitting out here in order to do this. So let's go ahead and do that. And then if we come over here and bring this in, you have to make sure this is open, I believe. So if you open it, then come up, and then you overload it. So that's how you do that. And you can see right there, the little gauge right there tells you how much you have, which is a very nice feature. Very cool. So this is a little bit more manual with the cheese. You just dump it into that faucet right there. So yeah, that is the cheese and butter production. So I'll make sure I keep up with this so we can keep producing it and see how much money we can make off of this. We'll put a little bit more milk in here and run until we have another wheel of cheese right here. I don't know if it stacks down there. We'll see. But yeah, we'll wait till we're full on cheese as far as our area here and butter. And in the next episode, we'll sell it off and see how much money we can make. But that is going to do it for this episode, you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. Feel free to comment down below with any tips, tricks, or suggestions. And subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And I actually, real quick before we go, I want to make a mention of another YouTube channel that I've been watching. A couple of them, actually. First one is going to be the Venerable Kev. I'll leave a link to his channel down below in the description. Make sure you go check him out. He's roughly, I think the last time I checked, around 170 subs. Very good channel. If you like the content on this channel, I guarantee you'll like his content over there. So yeah, that's one channel. And I've also been watching Scroft. He was recommended to me by somebody in the multiplayer server. And yeah, I have been hooked on his channel, watching his stuff. Go check those two channels out and let me know what you think about them. Make sure when you go over there, comment down below that I sent you guys. And yeah, that'll be it for this episode, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next one.